The acquisition of Red Digital Cinema by Nikon represents a seismic shift in the digital imaging industry. For years, the mirrorless camera ecosystem operated along clearly demarcated lines. Japanese optics manufacturers excelled at fast autofocus, rugged weather sealing, and hybrid ergonomics, while boutique cinema brands controlled the color pipelines, dynamic range architectures, and raw compression formats that defined Hollywood production pipelines. By bringing Red fully into its corporate fold, Nikon did not simply purchase an iconic brand. It acquired 2 decades of proprietary video innovation, color science patents, and compression algorithms. As this cross-pollination matures, the primary beneficiary will be Nikon's hybrid mirrorless lineup, specifically the Z8 platform and its future generations. Analyzing how this corporate marriage fundamentally alters the technical roadmap for the Z8 series reveals a transformation that goes far beyond cosmetic firmware updates, setting the stage for a hybrid camera capable of rewriting cinematic production standards. At the absolute center of this technological crossover is RED RAW, widely recognized as one of the most flexible and robust compressed RAW video formats in motion picture history. In current iterations, the Nikon Z8 records internal 12-bit NRAW and ProRes RAW, which offer excellent image quality but lack the universal post-production integration and refined metadata controls inherent to Red's RAW ecosystem. Incorporating native Red RAW or a hybrid Red Nikon RAW codec into future Z8 cameras directly solves a massive workflow bottleneck for independent filmmakers. Rather than transcoding footage or wrestling with proprietary color spaces during post-production, video creators using a Red-infused Z8 will be able to drop files directly into major nonlinear editors like DaVinci Resolve, Adobe Premiere Pro, and Final Cut Pro, accessing native wave-level controls over exposure, white balance, ISO mapping, and highlight roll-off without rendering performance penalties. Color management represents another domain where Red integration will completely reshape the Z8 platform. Red's IPP2 image processing pipeline is universally praised by colorists for its natural skin tone rendering, organic highlight roll-off, and cinematic color science that closely mimics analog film stock. Traditionally, hybrid mirrorless cameras have struggled with harsh digital highlight clipping and overly saturated skin tones when recording under intense lighting conditions. Integrating IPP2 directly into the EXP processing engine of the Z8 series enables in-camera mapping of extreme dynamic range, ensuring that bright skies, neon lights, and direct specular reflections roll off smoothly without harsh clipping borders. By combining Nikon's world-class glass and optical coatings with Red's legendary color science, future Z8 iterations will deliver footage that looks distinctively cinematic straight out of the box, drastically reducing the time spent applying complex creative LUTs during grading. Equally transformative is the potential expansion of professional video exposure and monitoring tools within the camera interface. While traditional mirrorless cameras rely heavily on basic zebras and simple histograms, dedicated cinema cameras depend on advanced visualization utilities like false color displays based on standardized IRE scales, precise waveform monitors, vector scopes, and shutter angle settings. Implementing Red's exposure monitoring interface directly onto the Z8's blackout-free real-live viewfinder and tilting rear screen provides filmmakers with absolute exposure accuracy in real time. Knowing exact skin tone IRE placement or shadow clipping points without mounting bulky external monitors allows solo operators and documentary crews to travel lighter, shoot faster, and maintain total confidence in their exposure geometry under unpredictable field conditions. Audio architecture is another critical area poised for a massive hardware revolution through this synergy. A primary pain point for solo filmmakers using hybrid mirrorless bodies is managing wide dynamic range audio without clipping during unscripted moments. By leveraging Red's engineering background alongside advanced digital processing, future Z8 camera designs could incorporate internal 32-bit float audio, recording directly onto the video tracks. 32-bit float audio effectively eliminates the need to manually set input gain levels. The dynamic range of the audio file is so immense that clipped signals caused by sudden screams, loud vehicle passes, or gunshot sound effects can be pulled down cleanly in post-production without distortion, while whisper-quiet dialogue can be boosted without introducing background preamp hiss. Combining 32-bit float internal audio with mini XLR hardware interfaces or digital hot shoe adapters turns the Z8 into an entirely self-contained broadcast production unit. Beyond software codecs and internal processing, the hardware architecture of future Z8 sensors